everybody, it's Paula Nutting, your musculoskeletal specialist, and I'm sending you this video because I'm reminding so many of you about what the major problem with lower back pain that quite often I see, and it's one of these things. So a simple wallet or a purse carried in the back pocket can make huge differences to what happens to your pelvis and your spine, and that goes all the way from the base of the spine up through to the neck as well. So if you think about sitting in a car or at work or at the office with one of these things in a back pocket, you imagine that height, which is, full of credit cards, the odd money, loads of receipts that no one ever really needs. When you're sitting on something like that, it's elevating one part of your hip greater than the others. And what that does is it jacks up that one side. So if we look at my mate Bruce, who you all know, hello Bruce, come down here and think about his pelvis. So if I've got a bag or a purse and I'm putting it underneath one side of the hip, can you see that it's going to elevate that? Which then what happens is it makes this part of the hip joint come higher than what it ought to, and then we get a scoliotic curve through the spine here. So once we get that scoliotic curve, then up it comes through and we'll make changes all the way up through the spine. So when we start thinking about movement patterns and seating for a long time and having one hip slightly higher than the other, then you start to realize that there's a lot of pain issues that happen when we've got one of these things under there. Lower back pain, pelvic pain, spinal pain, so that's thoracic, up to the shoulders, up to the neck, and even migraines and headaches. You can also think about what's going on with the pelvis from the sacrum down. So a bag like this underneath the hips when you're doing long-term driving, and we've got a lot of cab drivers and I see a lot of people who do regional driving as well. So if you've got a bag or a purse or a wallet underneath that hip, you're going to look at also having problems with where the right leg or the left leg sits longer or shorter when they're driving. So just be a little bit mindful that when you are sitting in the office or sitting in your car, if you've got one of these, please take it out before you start to sit down so that you have got an even balanced hip and pelvis. Anyway, hopefully that's a great tip for you. I'm Paula Nutting, your musculoskeletal specialist.